tapeworm is? Yvette, you're smiling.
I still want it.
This is crazy. Everybody looks like they want to vomit right now. Tyra starts now. I think people are so obsessed with losing weight. We all know that. Everybody's obsessed with losing weight and watching what celebrities do to lose weight. We all know that Beyonce did the Master Cleanse for Dreamgirls, and she said that she lost 20 pounds for that. And then we've got Kim and Khloe Kardashian. They endorse some diet pills that they claim really work. And then we got Brooke Burke. Brooke Burke says that she used a special belly wrap after she had her baby that squeezes in her belly so that she dropped water weight and not want to eat as much. But, you guys, there's a shocking diet trend that's actually been around for centuries, but it's having a dangerous resurgence in popularity. Let me tell you what it is. It involves swallowing a potentially deadly parasite that feeds off of your insides and develops into a worm that can grow to be 20 to 30 feet long. Yes, a worm inside your body to lose weight. I'm talking about a tapeworm. And I have something here. Look at that. And he's got a little hairy head. Do you see his head? His head is all hairy. Do you want to see how long a tapeworm actually is? No? Yes? People are like, no! I have a tape measure here. Let me show you how long a tapeworm. You see that? Yeah. Now just think about this is in somebody's body. So people are losing weight and have this thing inside of them. So imagine this. Suck it up inside of your body. Check this out.
The theory behind the dangerous tapeworm diet is deceptively simple. If you have a tapeworm in your body, it will eat about half of all the food you consume, which leads to weight loss. In nature, tapeworms can grow inside almost any animal. They'll live in an animal's digestive tract, feeding off whatever that animal eats, and growing to be as long as 30 feet. And as they grow, parts of the tapeworm will break off and burrow into other areas of the animal's flesh, looking for more food and a good place to lay their eggs. An animal infected by a tapeworm can easily end up on your dinner plate. And if it hasn't been properly handled, or if it's not cooked all the way through, then the eggs will slip down into your digestive tract. And the tapeworm's life cycle starts all over again inside your body.
I'm sorry, I'm just freaking out right now. Look at the picture of that tapeworm, the black and white picture. Do you see how long it is? That is crazy. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. Okay, and I get really itchy with stuff like this. Like, I just start itching. See my itching my head? Okay, now because the tapeworm diet is technically illegal in the United States, there are no statistics about how many people are currently on it. But what we do know is that even with all of the risks involved, thousands of people still want a tapeworm to live in their body. And later we're going to meet the man who has a website that actually sells tapeworms. Yeah. And there are thousands of people in chat rooms and bulletin boards all over the internet who are ready to pay a lot of money to host a parasitic tapeworm inside of their body. Ophelia and Yvette say that they're willing to risk their lives to try the tapeworm diet. So you saw that whole tape and you're still into it?
Well, it's kind of gross, but I mean, I do anything from, I tried a non-alcohol diet, and I take diet pills and...
What, you tried a non-alcohol diet? What does that mean?
Not drink alcohol for like 30 days. So that's pretty... But it's a pretty big deal for me. It really is.
Okay, so you tried that.
Well, I'm open. I take over-the-counter diet pills all the time, so I'm pretty open to trying something. It seems natural, right? And so why not?
Okay, I understand that you're the only overweight person in your family.
Yeah, I was thicker. I have 2 older sisters, and I'm about 5 inches taller than them and probably about a couple sizes bigger than them. So growing up, it's kind of hard for me to, deal with that because they're so much smaller than I am.
You thought your parents kind of favored...
Yeah, I kind of felt like that growing up. They kind of favored them a little bit more. And I have a younger brother, too, and he's taller, real slender and stuff, so I was the only athlete.
Now, you had some skinny sisters, and your family would say what?
They would... My dad's side of the family would call me gordita, which is... I know.
In Spanish, it means like little fat one.
Chubby...
Yeah, little chubby one. But it's kind of a sweet thing, but not really.
Yeah, and they would always pinch my cheeks and say it.
Yeah.
And, and then they would call my sister flaca, which is skinny. So, growing up, it was just hard for me to deal with that.
And then they would say, your sister's so skinny, she has a...
tapeworm. It was really
like
weird.
A joke.
Right,
it was a joke.
Because she would eat absolutely anything and everything.
So, Yvette, you've thought of this tapeworm thing, too.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I gave birth 4 years ago, so ever since then I put up 10 pounds that I still haven't been able to lose. So having the pressures of society that women should look a certain way or weigh a certain, or me being as petite as I am, is struggling. I'm willing to do anything to lose that extra pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you also say that it seems natural. Tapeworm seems natural.
Well, just because it's something that can grow even in your body. There's people that have it that don't even know it. So I figured, hey, I cannot just take it and not know about it and lose the weight.
I've heard you thought of wiring your jaw shut, too?
Whatever it takes, pretty much.
Whatever it takes.
If that's gonna keep me from eating, I love food.
And I know this has something to do with a man. You want to get a man?
Not necessarily get a man, but you have to market yourself. You have to look presentable. Attraction is the first thing you see when you look at a person. So if you do not look good, if you do not look like what society wants you to look, obviously you're gonna be single forever, pretty much.
And how much do you want to weigh?
I would like to weigh about 120.
120, so you're 130 now. And so you think if a man would want you, if you said, I'm 120 and I have a tapeworm that lives inside of my intestines?
Well, for one, I would not let anybody know that I have a tapeworm, but I would certainly keep it a secret. And hopefully when I lose the 10 pounds that I want to lose, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to let this thing out. And because I'm skinny now.
Let it out. Dr. D. Smith is a parasitologist. Did I say that right?
That's right, parasitologist.
At Stanford University, and he's here to shed some light on this tapeworm diet trend and dangers.
Boy.
You've heard women talk like this before about this?
I have, and it's very disturbing. First of all, you guys are beautiful.
Thank you. That's so nice to say to them, because they are. They really are.
And thank you, Tyra, for hosting us on the show, and I don't mean in a parasitic way. I think this idea is a terrible one. It's flawed, and a lot of trouble can come from this. And we've been trying for the better part of a century to get rid of these things. And here, the idea of bringing this back and potentially infecting other people unknowingly and animals.
We have video of tapeworms being harvested from Africa to be sold on the black market for intentional consumption.
The search for tapeworm eggs starts on the outskirts of a poor African village. There are no sewage systems here, and the ground is littered with animal and human wastes. Garen, an American businessman, goes all over the world looking for places like this.
You have the cattle grazing right in the latrine area, and that's the necessary condition to keep the life cycle of this organism going.
After collecting tapeworm eggs from the feces on the ground, Garen and his crew force feed them to a cow.
We have to infect the cow, and then the eggs will hatch, and they'll do the rest of the work.
Once the tapeworm eggs develop into cysts, Garen comes back for the last step.
It's a cyst form that lives inside of cows, so to get them out, there is no way to perform a surgery to remove them that wouldn't be extremely cost prohibitive, so we have to sacrifice the animal, and that's just how it is.
Oh my God, I had no idea it was like that. To me, that reminded me of, you know, like detusking the elephants. You know what I'm saying? Like just for, oh my God. This is crazy. Yvette, you're smiling. Why?
I still want it.
We'll be right back.